Hey, thanks again for sending in questions related to our recent sermons. This last week, we paused our Christmas prophecy series to send and commission Steve and Shannon as missionaries to Sao Paulo, Brazil. So we studied the passage in Romans that says the way that people will hear about the message of Jesus is if someone goes. They need to be commissioned and sent. Otherwise, people will not know about Jesus. So the question comes in this week is one we've all probably asked. What about those who never hear? You're living in some remote part of the world. You never hear about Jesus. You die. What happens to you? And I'll say, there's a lot of ways that you could dissect that in Scripture. Maybe the rocks could cry out, or God could appear in a vision, or we have all kind of hopes, I guess, of what God might do. And of course, we can't limit God. He could do anything, right? But the way that we are told to respond in Scripture of people not knowing about Jesus is for us to go to them. If you're concerned about people who don't have an opportunity to hear about Jesus, the Bible's answer for that is you go tell them about Jesus. It's kind of like, if you hear somebody's drowning in the middle of a lake, you're like, and people are on the shore and they're debating, well, what if no one goes out there? What if no rescuer ever shows up for that person? And they're standing on the shoreline debating this, and in the meantime, the person drowns, right? The Bible's answer for people not knowing is for other people going. That's how the Bible responds. And so that's how I want us to respond. Could God do something else? Could you maybe name some instances in Scripture where God showed up outside of another human talking to another human? Maybe you can. But the answer the Bible gives for people not knowing about Jesus is for other people to go. So I hope that motivates all of us to go. Hope we don't stand on the shoreline just waiting to see what happens for people who don't know about him yet. We got to go. And we're glad that Steve and Shannon are. So thanks for the question. We'll see you next time.